You know, Paul, the worst part about me doing that lame impression, it just occurs to me that tonight the president may be watching. There have been many presidential brothers throughout history, but our next guest is undoubtedly the first to have the Secret Service code name. Is that true? Is this... Really? His code name is Headache? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the program Roger Clinton. Roger. Roger, welcome to the program. Thank you very much for being here. Let me ask you about that. Is that true that your code name is Headache?
I let them say just about whatever they want to say.
Probably not a bad idea. Did they ask you if that was all right?
No, they don't ask me too much. They tell me, and I listen, and then act accordingly.
Yeah. Have you caused the Secret Service headaches?
No, not at all. Yeah. I think they've been reading too many papers.
But that doesn't really bother you because it's sort of in good fun. Is that how you look at this?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Let me, why don't you tell us about the relationship between yourself and the president when you guys were kids, when you were growing up together, when you, he's a little older than you are, isn't he?
A little older, a little wiser. He was always a little bit more disciplined. I was a little bit wilder.
He's like 10 years older than you are?
10 years older. Yeah. He was always very protective, always wanted me around him. One time when I was little, just give you an example of the opposite ends of the spectrum sometimes between the two of us. We were riding up in our hometown, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I was about 4 years old. It was my mother, my brother, and myself. And we were riding up an area called Whittington Park, and I looked outside, and I remember seeing this little kid, smaller than I, and didn't have a stitch on. Right, middle of the day.
Completely naked, just a little kid running around.
Completely naked, completely naked. And I just laughed hysterically. You know, I remember it very vividly, just laughing hysterically. And my brother was, he was taken back by this. Yeah. He could not believe that this kid's parents would allow this to happen. Right. You know, it was just an outrage. Right. And he just discussed it with Mother all the way back. And, you know, naturally, Mother was laughing and so forth. And so we get back to the house, and Big Brother went out to mow the lawn, and he was out in the front yard, and one of his girlfriends in the neighborhood had walked by, and my brother sort of took a break and was leaning up against the lawnmower and had his back to the house. And I came out of the house because I always loved being around my brother. We were, you know, he wanted me there, and I wanted to be there, so I didn't have a stitch on. And
took your clothes off, came out of the house.
Walked out. I was at his back. His girlfriend was watching. Mother was rolling hysterically inside, looking through the plate glass window, and I tapped him on the back, and I just went.
And you, if I'm not mistaken, you also did that at some early campaign appearances last year. Then, now, your brother is governor of Arkansas. How many terms was it? 2, 3 terms?
He was elected first in '78, and then again in '82, '84, and '88. So
how did your life change? Did it change at all? Did you go on about what you were doing in Arkansas? Did you go to the governor's mansion? Could you just drop in on him as if you're like you would drop in if your brother lived in a house anywhere else in town? Did you spend time there?
I could drop in on the guest house. I sort of got to drop in there a little bit. That was sort of my chambers. It was off to the side of the governor's mansion.
Well, that's good. That's all right.
Yeah, and that was free access as a rule, relatively easy access for me. When I would come in town and my band would be performing in Arkansas, I would just sort of expect it to be okay and sort of assumed just to swing on by after I got off work or something. And it was my brother and sister-in-law's house. I didn't think it was any problem. So one particular time, though, I did go by, and this was sort of the turning point of the free access. And
the origin of the code name Headache.
As a matter of fact, I think the Secret Service probably just picked up on this code name. It just sort of took it as their own. But no, I was in the guest house and didn't know, actually, didn't really check the schedule to see who might be coming to the guest house.
Yeah.
And Big Brother and Hillary had some guests coming from, some dignitaries coming from out of town. And I was in the guest house, Dave, in the back of the guest house. And I came to the door. I heard a knock on the door.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Don't tell me you're naked again.
No, I had a towel around me.
Had a towel, all right.
I had a towel around me because I've grown up. And they came to the door with their bags. It was these big friends of Hillary's, and I was really, really embarrassed, but they didn't identify themselves. And I thought, well, this is really strange.
Yeah.
You know, this
is
not just the guest house. This is sort of my house. What's going on here? So I told them that I was very sorry that I would be out as soon as I could, but, you know, I was sort of busy right now.
What about now to the White House? Can you come and go as you like there?
Well, obviously I can. So maybe not after the show.
I'll get you in.
Okay. They might not.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Let's tell you what, we need to do a commercial, and then you're going to sing part of the
I'd
song?
love to.
Okay,
I'd love
we'll
to.
be right back here with Roger Clinton.